Well, I suppose on one level it's a sort of a mission, a Christian mission within the underground alternative culture or cultures. But on another level, again, it's just a group of believers who are building community with each other and learning to love God. Some people are travellers and live on traveller sites. Other people do. I suppose there's a strong emphasis on sort of social work and that kind of thing. People working with the homeless people, with the mentally ill. Carl, who's the sort of pastoral leader, is his sort of full-time occupation, if you like. There's actually dentists and lawyers, barristers sort of attached and connected with Lighting Fires. There's a great range of people, really.
Lighting Fires kind of go to Christian festivals and non-Christian festivals, and again the emphasis is on meeting with God rather than sort of evangelism, you know, kind of just reaching out to non-believers with the kind of view of converting people to our faith. The biggest things that we're about is kind of fellowship and community. And one of the ways that kind of works is making cups of tea for people and sitting down and chatting and getting to know people and, you know, being real and open about our faith, about where we're at.
I think quite often the institution of the church seemed to be a bit staid, a bit traditional, a bit wrapped up in its own institution. And I think to be moving away from that institution is vital, because it means that people are feeling like it's a new and exciting venture. They don't feel like they're getting involved in something that's kind of like they've got to dress up for on a Sunday and things like that. And I think that for this culture, I think it's really important that people do feel that. I don't want to sound like we're all kind of like, this is where Jesus would be, and he wouldn't be in a church, and he wouldn't be there, and he wouldn't be here. I think Jesus would be in a lot of places that would be the least expected places for him to be. Don't want to slag off the church, because I think there's so much in the church that is so exciting, and I think a lot of people who are really faithful to God are in the church, and so I'm really excited by the church, and I'm really excited by this as well. And I think Jesus would be here. I think Jesus would be amongst the homeless. I think Jesus would be amongst people who are unlovely and not very respectable and marginalised. I think we've got to take risks, and I think that if we don't take risks, then we're always going to be standing in a place where it's light, it's comfortable, it's not a difficult place to be. Often we can feel like everything out there is so scary, and it's in those places, that's where we need Jesus. We trust in God, and we trust in God's light. We don't trust in what we can do and what we can achieve in our own strength. We trust in God's strength, and that light is really important to travel out into the darkness, and that's why we need to take risks.